Hi, welcome to this short video on sprints and daily stand-ups. So this is more about team interaction and how to expedite the progress of the team tasks. So sprints and this daily stand-ups are about team meetings. So these team meetings are for breaking down the goals into smaller tasks that can be achieved in a shorter time. Instead of planning something for say 6 months or a year or a month, you break down into something like a week or a 2 week kind of tasks, and then meet regularly, daily, for a very short while and plan the tasks. So this is about that. What are the benefits is that instead of looking at a very large set of tasks, you look at small deliverables that can be uh, obtained in 2 weeks time. uh, because of time being short, you can catch mistakes and deviations much early. So suppose you're going to wait for 6 months and then see what you have got, it might be a completely different thing than what your stakeholder or a customer wanted. So by having regular meetings with the customer as well as your team members and meeting them regularly, you are able to catch these mistakes and deviations much early. It also having regular meeting also helps improve your team interpersonal relationships. So the short uh, cycles are called as sprints. Typically, a sprint lasts for about 2 weeks. So 2 weeks is something where you break down larger tasks to which can be achieved or solved within this 2 weeks. If not 2 weeks, sometimes it might get overshot, maybe 10 days or 15 days or 3 weeks or something like that. But it's still short. And before you start doing a sprint, you have to plan for a sprint. What do you plan? What are the things that you want to achieve in this 2 weeks? So a list of tasks that can be achieved at the end of 2 weeks, and can you demonstrate some outcome of the task at the end of 2 weeks? So that is done at the beginning of the sprint. Not only that, you also identify who does what. Okay, so obviously in a team you have members having different roles to play, and they have different tasks to achieve. So you also clearly identify who does what. At the end of the sprint, that is end of 2 weeks typically, everybody makes a presentation of what they did and what worked and what didn't work. As part of this, you also list out tasks which were not completed for some reason, or by doing certain tasks, you found out a new problem that has come up, and then take that problem along with the previous tasks which were not over, carried over to the next sprint. So um, this is used for planning in the next sprint planning. Now, apart from this 2 week uh, sprint planning, it's also useful to have what are known as daily meetings. They're typically called as daily stand-ups. So, what it means by a stand-up, it's literally a person in the team stands up for a couple of minutes, says something about their task. What do they say? They typically say what they completed the previous day. Usually, stand ups are done at the morning before work starts, or slightly maybe 1 hour into the office time or work time. And then you plan for what you're going to do for the day, and then meet your team members and say that this is what I did yesterday, and these were the blocks that I had. I could not do these things because of certain other things, and this is what I'm planning to do for the day. Now when you're the important thing is not that you're going to present and get solutions from your team member. More than getting solutions, it is for your own sake. By articulating it, that what you have done, think about it, and then what you're planning to do for the day, it clears up your mind, particularly when you think of presenting it to three or four people. A lot of things become clear. So it's mainly for helping clearing your own tasks, but it also helps in some ways that people might suggest something. So when you're presenting, sometimes some things become clear to yourself, that oh, I could have done it this way. And because others are also there in the team, have heard you before, and they know what you're working on, they can come up with some random things. It may not actually solve your problem, but that will at least keep you thinking, that you can go back and think about a different way to approach to overcome the block. Now, having this regular times, that is every day, only couple of minutes per person. So if it's a team of 5 members, at the most 10 to 15 minutes entirely. So stand up should not be a long presentation by itself, but very quick, a brief presentation of what you did, what are the blockages, what are you planning to do. So by doing this regularly, it keeps your project timeline on this one. So you know that not only for the 2 weeks, but divided to a smaller time scale for a day, I know that I'm there on time. Or by the end of the week, if you feel that it's already delayed, you know that okay, this sprint is getting delayed, or it can be postponed to, the entire task of planned for 1 month or 2 months might become, say, 1.5 months, or 2.5 months, or 3 months, and so on. So sprints and stand-ups that way keep the project on time, as well as the um, team members together. Thank you.